youth. And then the final toast will be said by Toko Kalsum. Then the object of Rotary will be said by me. Thank you so much. Without wasting time, we are going to stand up for the Rotary grace.
Okay, Rotary grace will be said by Christine, Director for Public Relations. Okay, let's pay attention. Of the things we do or say, may we be truly thankful and ever mindful of the less privileged. Amen. Thank you.
Toast.
Test will be said by Faiza Harun. The loyal test goes to the excellence of the Republic of Uganda.
To His Excellency,
the President of the Republic of Uganda.
The forward test will be said by Director for Youth Service.
The forward test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you so much. Next is the object of Rotary, which will be said by I, Rukia. The object of Rotary reads, the object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as basis of wealth, enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. 2, high ethical standards in business and profession, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. The application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. The achievement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in ideal of service. Thank you so much. That was the object of Rotary. I think we can take our seats. Next, we have Rotary information. In Rotary information, we had 9 members who visited the governor in Escape Village. The members are I, the president, the secretary, the treasurer, director project service, director membership, director public relations, and director youth service, and director for Rotary International, Rotary Foundation rather. These are the members who visited the governor. And the governor was glad to see the Yumbe women, the Yumbe Rotarians, where he said the Yumbe Rotarians are people with big minds. And he also said they have, he gave big compliments to the people of Yumbe, to the women of Yumbe. And in saying that, the governor also said, we know that in Rotary International, food says that catch fresh, each one bring one. That is a word from the president of Rotary International, which was said by the governor when he visited Yumbe. In Yumbe, he also mentioned that the population of Yumbe is around 700,000. And among the 700,000 people, Yumbe has to grow, and we have to grow more members since the population is higher. In saying that, Rotary, among the 4 ways, among the 4 values, we have to dignify and encourage. He also encouraged us to bring along some men. As the AG Maggie says, he's happy with the women, They have refused to stay behind the kitchen. They have shown up that they can do better. That was what the AG of Barua said. It's called Maggie. And the DT also asked whether we are ready for the charter. And we told him we are more than ready for the charter, even if it's today or tomorrow, we are ready. That's the reason that's why we paid the Rotary dues. And we are left with one requirement, that is to fill the charter list, which we already have it here with us, and we're going to fill it before we go home. And after filling, we shall also scan and send to Gloria if she's with us. That is, those are the two requirements for the charter. One is the dues, which we paid 360 to Rotary International. Second will be now the what? The charter list. And Didi said he has been a district governor more than 27 years. In being more than 27 years, there are changes in Rotary simply because the world we operate in has a lot of changes. In Rotary, in order to adopt also there are changes, so we keep learning new things every day and every year. It also said that they have a council. There's a council in Rotary International. In the council, there's a legislator that keeps on reviewing our constitutions, bylaws, and whereby he said the bylaw should be a Bible to everyone, to the new members who are still in Rotary, who are in Rotary information. They must know what the constitution says, and they must always be aware about what the constitution reads, and there should be somebody who can take them through the constitution by reading them a page by page so that they can be acquainted with the constitution. Also, okay, the legislature keeps on reviewing constitution bylaws, actually enable us to encourage issues as world changes. Thereby, he truly believes, even for us, the new members, when we become fully chartered as Rotarians, we shall get that title Rotarians. We shall not sit back. There are a lot of resources we are going to get. One is going to be trainings. We shall have endless trainings throughout our time so that we become endless trainings to enable us to become better Rotarians, to enable us to help our communities better. I also enable us to become better leaders of tomorrow. Those are words. And also he said, because we are going to grow from clubs to club, also leading of ages, lead districts, and we should have personal development, diversity. We should have diversity. That is the update from DG's visit. And he also mentioned that our charter will be around April or May. That is what the DG said. And the Rotarians made bars of shop. These are the shops we made. That is light blue. And this is also one we also made. And the one we made today is still here in the box. This is the one we made today. So these are the updates I have. I think Christine will also give us an update on the boreholes they are going to visit. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. We had visited the boreholes which were facilitated by the Rotarians. There were several of them. Out of that, there were 3 boreholes which they had renovated. And then there were 4 of them which they renovated, and there were 3 which they had drilled fresh. So out of that, and the water officer was also there moving with us, the is it LC5? LC5 chairman was also among the group who were moving. They were actually excited, but they said water is not enough in Yumbe district. In Yumbe district, the expected water that is supposed to be drilled by the government, they are supposed to drill, is it 48 boreholes? But out of the 48 boreholes, they had still done 28, which is still a lot of gap. And then they are supposed to repair, is it 43 of them are supposed to be repaired. But out of that, they have only done, is it four of them? So which is still a big challenge. The group, the community were actually very, very excited. And the last group where they had drilled the new borehole, there are 1,000, population of 1,000. And yet, according to the standards, is it supposed to be 50 people are supposed to drink from one borehole? But now they were there in that borehole, 1,000 people, which is actually not enough for the people. But they are yet to see, with support from other organizations, from the Rotarians, they're supposed to drill more boreholes. So there's a very big challenge for water in Yumbe. And then the LC5 chairman actually concluded that she's very, very happy and accept the organizations and other Rotarians, as he has seen the challenges. He has also seen the support provided by the Rotarians from the Makinde. He is very, very happy for that. And he will have all the support to support other organizations and the Rotarians who are coming to Yumbe to support drilling of boreholes. That is according to what he said. And he also emphasized that he is going to be a change agent to bring in more men to come and join us in Rotary. He is going to mobilize men to come and join the Rotary Club, as he has seen the importance of Rotary, as they have supported him in drilling boreholes. These are the few remarks that I catch up on that day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was update from Rotary Information. More, I think more remarks. Anguzu Moses will also add for us because he was also around. We can also get information from Anguzu Moses.
Okay, thank you. Can I give it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there with the DG that day. It was very nice visiting you people. Also meeting the members from your club and also those ones from Makindye, from the district. It was so amazing to see the smiles in the faces of people who were really excited in getting the clean water after a long period of time. You know, I like the LC5's breakdown of like about 60% of the population not accessing clean water and the 40% of population accessing clean water, in addition to what your colleague has said. Also, the DG was extremely happy with the record, the information Rukia gave concerning Yumbe, the activities which you had done before, and what you plan to do in future. He was very happy. It gave him time to interact with the district officials and also the Rotarians in Yumbe. So that was very good. I also liked the way the president talked about how Yumbe started, what you people are doing, what currently you are trying to do, also the sites where you are carrying on your meeting, which he also visited. So by the way, the DG was so happy. He's also encouraging us as Rotarians to do more and more bigger projects. We can even come together as clubs to do more because the needs are so great. And what you people have done within a certain period of time is very interesting. I know in case you finish that, you will follow up. And also perhaps to add to that, he said, Rukia, in case you have information you want to communicate, always feel free to send an email or WhatsApp message to him because he likes communicating to club leaders who are under his control because they are answerable to him, and it is usually easier for him to communicate to them rather than in case he gets information to be communicated to people other than him. He said you can, like after getting information, if you want to send to him, you can now attach him, Gloria and the others, me and Gloria and others also, such that they can be able to, we can be able to communicate much better. Even the following day he came, he wanted to finish with us here at like 9. He ended up inspecting our projects and went past 1. So that's so great. Thank you so much for the great work you are doing and what your colleagues, Chris and others are doing from outside supporting you people. That's what I want to say about the DG's visit.
Thank you so much, Anguzo. Thanks for the update. Yeah, concerning all that we have aired, now I'll request for additions or subtractions or more information from other Rotarians who are on the net.
Yes, Rukia, President Rukia, if possible, I would like to have the contact information of the LC5 and of the Rotary Club that is sponsoring the global grant in Yumbe. I know that you recorded contact information in your book, and I do not have it. Thank you.
Yeah, we don't have it in the book because they never visited our office. We visited them in Escape Village. If it's the visitor's book, we shall give you the contact after here. I'll send for you.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thanks for thanking.
President Rukia, Gloria
Yes, please.
has her hand raised.
Pardon?
Gloria has her hand raised. If you call on Gloria, she will speak.
Okay, I'll follow up with Gloria. I think what Gloria wants is the list, the charter list. We are going to fill it today. After filling the charter list, then I'll scan it and send to Gloria so that you can also forward it.
Okay, thank you, Rukia, for that. I will need a separate sheet of paper for every prospective Rotarian to be filled. So those are, if there are 24 members, that means I'm expecting 24 copies of information about the prospective members.
Okay, please.
Yes, then I wanted to respond to a question that Helen has posted on the chat. She says that the Rotary dues are extremely high compared to the income level for the people in Yumbe. Is there a way Rotary expansion in Yumbe could be more affordable? As far as I know, every person who joins Rotary has to pay the dues. And those dues goes to the Rotary International, and then we also pay for the country office for their administrative cost. And for the time I have been a Rotarian since 2002, I have never known that there's anyone who does not pay Rotary dues. And any club that does not pay Rotary dues for 1 year is terminated. So I really don't know how the Yumbe club can be helped. Otherwise, during the district governor's meeting visit, he also asked me, and he said, can these women afford to pay the Rotary dues every year? Because I think in the meeting, there was a question which was raised asking whether the 420,000 shillings is going to be paid every year. And I think when we were giving you the trainings, the mentoring in those first early days of last year, we mentioned that Rotary dues are paid every year. And what we came up with for the club in Yumbe is 420,000 shillings, which is the lowest amount of dues paid in Uganda by any Rotarian. In our club in Arua, we pay 500,000 shillings. So I really don't know if there is going to be any way of reducing that burden. The other option is if the club does not pay up the dues every year, then the club will be terminated. That is really what I know. But I don't know if there's any way that situation can be waived. I've never come across it in my time as a Rotarian.
Okay, thank you so much, Gloria.
Yeah, Rukia, could I respond to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the Rotary website, there's something called a Rotary Community Corps. And these are people who are like-minded and they support the Rotary Club in carrying out projects, but they're not official Rotarians. Since it is so expensive relative to the income level of people in Yumbe, it's so expensive to be an official member, instead of focusing on trying to bring in more members to the group and then have to pay more dues every year, maybe we could develop some support groups that they could be like unofficial or not official Rotarians, but still help with the projects. Because I think the women will be able to manage paying the dues for just 22 members from their earnings. But if we got it up to 50 members or so, that would become a real struggle to pay those dues, and it would divert funds that they could use for community projects. So the Rotary Community Corps is something that I'd like to recommend.
Okay, thank you so much, Helen. I think concerning the issue of what Gloria said was also the same question which the Director for Youth Service asked the Assistant Governor, but for how long are we going to pay the Rotary dues? But are we going to pay the Rotary dues every year? And he said, yes, we are going to pay the Rotary dues every year. And the governor said the Rotary dues, the money goes to Rotary International, then to the district, and also another money remains for us, for our trainings, for when the DG also visits us, and to run, like if we have trainings, if we have other activities, we shall be using the same money we make. We pay as dues, some part of money, we shall be using it for the upkeep. That is what the Rotary Director DG said. And we feel that way it can also go, because if we don't pay the dues and if we are terminated and the women are still willing to be in the group, the Rotary. So with the trainings they got, the women are very happy and they feel that they must remain in Rotary. And also when the men join us, we shall also welcome them willingly. Things they also ask that issue, that the case of men joining the women, And again, we said it's okay if they come, we shall accept them. But in the meantime, when they will ask the men to join us, they will always ask how much are they going to pay. And the women started the Rotary from the savings they had, from the savings from TCP Global Funds. The interest they get is what they pay the dues with. So they feel that they are okay if the men don't join them, and if the one men need something, they can still do what men can also do. That is what the women were thinking of.
That sounds good.
So I think from the discussion, the question is, do we want Yumbe to be a Rotary club, or do we want it to be a Rotary community core?
No. The Rotary Yumbe Club is a club. They want to be a club, paying their dues, be official Rotarians. And they can afford that for the 22 people who are already members from their interest earnings. But if we want to expand, that's what I was suggesting, that we consider the Rotary Community Corps, working under the direction of the Rotary Yumbe Club.
I think there's no problem with establishing Rotary Community Corps, because in every community where the Rotarians are doing a project, they can actually establish an RCC. And those would be the communities where you go to do the cleanliness and to sweep the trash and burn, and that can be a Rotary community core. So the Rotary Club Yumbe will be there, but those communities where you go to do the service projects can be RCCs. That one is okay. There's no problem with that.
Okay, excellent.
Thank you. I'm Halima, Youth Service Director. Proscovia, I think the DG misquoted me the other time. I did not ask him whether we are going to be paying the dues every year. My question was, where does this money go? It was not I was asking him if we are going to pay the money every year and kind of that thing. Because we are already aware that the dues are going to be paid every year, and we are comfortable with it. We know that we are trying, we can manage, we shall pay it. That's all I think I have.
President Moses has his hand up.
Yes, I just wanted to say, last time we are with the DGs, their argument of not having less, that each year you find there is this issue of the level of paying dues being too high, which has been raised. But the reason why clubs and also those people at the higher Rotary levels find it difficult to put in different amount of dues is based on representation. Meaning if they put some clubs with the low amount of dues and the others with the higher payment of high amount of dues, and then it becomes very difficult in decision making, because some people maybe like in Kampala will feel that they should be the one occupying big Rotary offices because they pay more dues, and some other people at lower Rotary offices being paying high dues. So that's why they just want that if you're a Rotarian, people should all be treated equally, everyone should be treated equal. That's why the DG I talked to say they find they each time this matter comes up with, it ends up being blown off because of that. Otherwise, people know about it. Now for Yumbe, I agree with the Helen's suggestion maybe, and also Gloria, wherever you do projects, it's good to have RCCs. Even where we are doing at Ruva, we have RCCs, people who will always take care of those things which we leave behind them. So that will be really helpful. So for Yumbe, that's what you can even adapt where you implement projects like in Achiba. It can work here. That's what I just wanted to tell members here about it.
Thank you so much, Angoza.
Thank you so much. Mine is a question still about the Rotary dues. Now, like for our case in Yumbe, we pay 420,000 every year. Is there a possibility of maybe paying, assuming if I want to pay more than that, because we are told a fixed figure, all of us pay that same figure, but is there a way of maybe Rotarians paying different amounts as long as it's more than that expected figure?
Maybe for me, if you are paying more than expected figure, it is transferred to the next Rotary year. You, like in our group, some people, they end up like in this year, if you have some excess amount of money, which you can pay and it caters for the following Rotary year, that way it can work. The issues of having a uniform payment for dues is to ensure that everyone pays the same amount annually, and everyone is treated equal. That's what is what happens in our club.
Okay.
In my club,
Maybe this Rotary year, due to the charter, your pay may be little, but it may appear little for others, but the same value is shifted to the next Rotary year, such that you have at least some cash in circulation, because each year you'll always make sure that people pay the same amount. If one pays more, it's included as part of the following year's Rotary year's payment. That's what I really think could work for you people. Because you not have a stable income consistently, you may have more income this year. You say, let me pay more. Then the following year, you'll just add to continue like that, such that you don't feel the weight of payment. I was very happy with how the president was explaining how they get the deals. People pay little, and that's how you will not feel the weight. If somebody waits until like more at the end of this year, you don't pay, you won't pay the following year, then some people end up dropping out of Rotary. That's my experience here.
Helene has raised her hand.
Yeah, in response to that question, though, if somebody wants to pay more, Rotary is always raising money for things like the polio initiative. So there are other ways in Rotary that you could contribute to the polio eradication campaign or some other campaign if somebody wants to contribute more.
Thank you.
I think like if there are no. I think if there are no questions, somebody's going to take us through the energizer. From there, I think we shall have to close. Please take us through the energizer. Please not take us through energizer.
Okay, get ready. Ladies, let you shake a bit. You also answer. Shake a bit. Shake a bit. Shake, shake. Shake, shake a bit. Shake, shake. Can you twist your buttocks? Twist your buttocks. Twist. Twist your buttocks. Twist. Run on hand. Run. Run on hand. Run. Run on hand. Run. Say hi to everyone. Hi. Rest in Rotarians. Bye.
Thank you so much. I think we have come to the end of the fellowship. We are going to use the little time for filling the charter list. I thank everyone who has been on the net. Thanks for your support. And thanks for the Almighty for bringing us up to today's Wednesday. We have forms to fill. Before you go home, you have to fill your details here so that this can make us qualify for the charter. Thank you, and we are going for the final toast.
Rukia, can I say something?
Yes, please.
When you are filling that information, I saw on the first paper Excel sheet you submitted, almost everyone had the same classification. So it should not everyone should have the same classification. There should be a difference. Not everyone should have the same classification.
Okay, please.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're going for the final toast now, which will be said by the focal soon.
I give you Rotary.
Rotary, why do I? Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Ali,